Good morning. Hello, beloved. It is good to be with you this day and to remember that you are beloved. Whether I know you or not, whether you just pop in periodically to hear me or this is the first time, I'm James Henry, and I like to remind folks who join me in my regular weekly moment that speaking to you, you are infinitely precious and unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. Whether I know you or not, you're already infinitely precious and unconditionally loved. And anyone who has told you anything else is a liar, and anything that you have heard differently is a lie. And those are important things to remember. Because for many of us in life, we bear scars, we bear pieces of our past that are traumatic and painful. I'm one of those people. For a long period in my life, and even occasionally in pangs today, I wonder if I'm not an impossible cause or a lost cause. Fortunately, those pangs pass quickly these days as I remind myself that I am precious and loved just for the person I am. But not everyone can let those things pass. Sometimes they hold on to you tight. I once held on it so tightly that I brought show and tell today. I had chosen as my patron saint, Saint Rita of Cascia, who is the patron saint of impossible causes, of the impossible. And I thought that my life and my scars and my struggles were insurmountable. And I'd like to tell you that it was so long ago, was before I entered into the world of what I do today, offering people encouragement and spiritual counsel on a regular basis. But I carried it on into that, buried deep within. And so I don't know, 25 or 30 years ago in that range, I chose Saint Rita. Now you might say, wait, James, you're not Roman Catholic, and that whole idea of saints, it doesn't matter. And whatever you think about saints, you can work that out on your own. But for me, I did not so much pray that Saint Rita would do anything as much as embrace the sense that I was an impossible cause, that my scars and struggles were too big, even for the infinite to overcome. And maybe you find yourself in that place, that you feel that something you've done or something that you are has defined you so much that your value is not very high, if at all. And I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me because I don't know that there's a reason that you would believe me. Other people told me all sorts of different truths when I felt so badly about myself, that I was good, that the work I did was good, that the person I was good, that I was loving and kind. And I tried to be all of those things, but deep inside, it didn't feel like enough. And maybe you're in that place where it doesn't feel like enough. That at some moment, whether it's your physical body type, whether it is the place from which you come, the economic circumstance in which you find yourself, the mistakes you've made, all those things seem to be saying to you something other than you're infinitely precious and unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. Not what you'll become, but who you are. And hearing me say that may or may not have any impact on your reality, but I want you to know that you do matter. That even the steady voices who continuously on a regular basis pop up on the internet and tell us that we matter and that we're valued are not lying to us. And that one of them that tries to pop up and remind you you're infinitely precious and unconditionally loved has been through his own struggles. I have been, and my own scars. And through years of therapeutic work and spiritual direction and a simple awakening to the reality that I'm a part of all that there is and that I am valued, that over a lifetime allowed me to come to a different place. That's not to say that it was easy. I did therapy for more than a decade. I did spiritual direction for more than a decade cumulatively. I have prayed and meditated and struggled and journaled for all that time. And even then, it still pops up. So I cannot say I have been where you are, because where you are is where you are. Your pains, your struggles, your scars, and your trauma are unique. They're unique to you. The way you experience them are unique to you, but you are not alone in experiencing scars and pain and trauma. Instead, there are others in the world who have experienced that. So I encourage you, if you're in that place where you feel that you don't have the value, that you are an impossible cause, I now use St. Rita more as a reminder for me that I once imagined that I was beyond redemption. It's a reminder and an encouragement that anybody can get into that spot, and that with work, with figuring out what's at the root of the scars and the struggles and the pain, that you might too emerge on the far side. It will be work, and it will be hard work, and it will have 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. But as a person who has done and continues to do the work, I commend to you how important it is. People give up on this life regularly because they feel like there's no point. I want you to know there is. And if you've reached that place, please call someone. Please reach out. Because you are infinitely precious and unconditionally loved. You are a gift, and your life is valuable beyond all measure, hence infinitely precious. And it is worth living and working through even the most painful of your scars. I wish you the very best. I do want you to know, look in my eyes and hear these words. You are infinitely precious. You are unconditionally loved. You are a blessing and a gift because you're you. And do what you can to remember that about yourself. And if you need help, the most courageous thing to do is to seek it. To seek it. Not to struggle alone, but to reach out. So please do that. You are not an impossible cause any more than I was, or a lost cause any more than I was. But there are moments you might feel that way. And if this is one of those moments, please reach out to someone. Reach out to a mental health professional. Reach out to someone, a friend, and share with them your struggles. Until the next time, I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best in the midst of whatever struggles you may be going through. And I encourage you, be courageous and reach out when you need help, because it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of great strength. So until the next